welcome. My name is Rusty Humphreys, and welcome to Health Hacks with Mark L. White. Mark, it's good to see you. You got a cool little hat there and a friend. You've added a hat and a friend to the show.
Yeah, I have a friend and I have a hat on. I don't know which one you want me to introduce first.
Probably, well, I mean, the hat is nice, but let's introduce your friend. And first of all, Health Hacks with Mark L. White. We'll talk about him in a second. What is it that you're trying to do on this show? I mean, it's this is an important program that people need to watch, they need to listen, they need to find.
So what we're trying to do is show people out there that there are actually hacks. So when you think of a hack's a shortcut, a solution, a workaround. We want to show people that there are workarounds to help them keep healthy so people don't get sick. Let's face it, healthcare system in the United States is broken. It's about keeping people perpetually sick. And our big pharmaceutical system and our big medical system perpetrate this, and it's an ongoing cycle. And we believe that by talking about some of the cool things that we're seeing out there with the doctors and the partners that we're working with, we can show people that there are shortcuts, hacks that'll help them stay healthy for a long time.
Okay, now who is our guest today, and what kind of things does he work on?
Well, Samael Tejada is a good friend of mine. He's also the CEO of Liquivida Lounge. And he's a great guy. He's an entrepreneur like myself, and he's into business and marketing. And he also has a good heart. Ever since working with Sam, he really wants to help doctors succeed and ultimately introduce what he's doing, which is really, really cool, to patients.
Hey, Sam, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm great. Okay, so what is Liquivida Lounge? I mean, it's got a cool name. What does it do?
Yeah, so Liquivida Lounge, we specialize in vitamin IV therapy. So vitamin IV therapy, basically what we're doing is we're delivering nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids directly into the bloodstream. So with that said, going directly into the bloodstream gives us the ability to bypass the digestive system and the patient itself getting 100% absorption of these nutrients.
Well, okay, why is that important? I mean, can't I just take a pill? Isn't a pill just good enough? I mean, Mark, you do these things too. I'll just take a pill. Give me a pill. It's easy.
I think that's what we're taught to do. If you have this problem, take this pill. Sam could testify more that when you take a vitamin via pill, how much of that even gets absorbed by your gut?
Yeah, you only really get, scientifically, it's been proven, about 30% absorption through your gut. You know, in today's unhealthy world that we live in, a lot of people have digestive issues. People have issues with their gut. It's something as simple as heartburn, leaky gut. A lot of people have constipation. All these things are related to unhealthy gut. So, when you're unhealthy at that level, you're not getting proper absorption. There's a reason why when we're taking that one pill orally, we take it sometimes 2-3 times a day. And that's just so we can accomplish getting the appropriate therapeutic level by feeding it continuously, just because we don't get proper absorption. So when we go intravenously, we bypass the digestive system, we bypass the gut, and we can actually achieve higher doses of those nutrients. For example, vitamin C. Even if you have a healthy gut, you try to take vitamin C over 4,000 to 5,000 milligrams orally, you're going to get nauseated. You're going to probably get severe diarrhea. Your gut just can't handle it. Intravenously, we can go all the way up to 100,000 milligrams at once, and you'll get 100% absorption.
Okay, you guys are both medical experts. You've been in this field, both of you, for a long time. The gut, why is that important? I mean, I have a big gut. I know that. I need to lose a lot of my gut. But why you're talking about things that I don't know that that's important. Why is this important? Gut health.
Gut health is very important. Your gut health connects directly with your brain health.
Wait. Gut health and brain health. Come on. I go to McDonald's. They feed me well. Why isn't that healthy? Come on.
Yeah, you feel good for 2 seconds, and all of a sudden you fall asleep because of all of the toxins you're putting into your body. But gut health is extremely important. This is where everything's going directly into your system. It goes from your gut into your system. So if you don't have a healthy gut, number one, you got to correct it, and there's certain ways to correct that. But IV nutrients therapy, going back to that, allows us to start getting these vitamins, minerals, and amino acids directly into your bloodstream to start helping you with a lot of your other symptoms that you could be having. If you're feeling fatigue, and one of the things that we do, and that we encourage practitioners that offer vitamin IV therapy, is to do the comprehensive blood analysis, so we could truly see what your deficiencies are, and then from there better select what IV drip is going to work to correct the symptoms the patient is having.
You know what's amazing is, and the reason I actually met Sam and reached out to him, is that we have a lot of our patients here in Miami that come to us, and when we ask them what vitamins they're taking, some of them are pulling out drawers and spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on vitamins and supplements. And when we ask them, do these vitamins and supplements work? They have no clue. They don't know where they're getting them from. They don't know why they're taking them. They're kind of programmed to take them. And what was cool with IV therapy is that the doctor talking to the patient can come up with a mix, and the patient feels it right away. There's not this going through the gut and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So I thought that was really, really cool.
Mark, you bring up a great point, and I'd like both you guys to talk about it. I am told to take supplements, and my doctor does give me these things, sometimes medicine or supplements. I don't know if they work. Is there a way to tell, or is it just like you just mentioned? I've never heard of this, but doing the IV, it sounds like that saves a lot of problems, right?
It does. And the way to tell is, again, going back to the comprehensive blood analysis, when we're looking at the patient's blood work, some of the tests that we're conducting is a micronutrients test, where we're looking at different vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, and seeing what kind of deficiencies the patient has. So at that point, we get a baseline. We could start the treatments of the IV therapy, and then from there, we would repeat that comprehensive blood analysis, and then we can see that we're actually getting the patient into optimal levels.
How did you get into this? I know you were a first responder, if I'm not mistaken. How do you go from a first responder to becoming an expert on vitamins and IV therapy? I think that's a really cool story.
So, I've always been into health and wellness, and that's correct. I was a firefighter paramedic for 12 years, recently retired about 3 months ago. And I was always into the whole health and wellness world. I was working part-time on my days off from the fire department with a company called Senegenics. That's where I met our current chief medical officer of Liquivida, Dr. Robert Willicks, who was their chief medical officer at a point. And I just started learning all of these different treatments, services, modalities that are in this world. And I started diving deep into a few different components, and IV nutrients was one of them. I saw the potential to bring this to market, especially here in South Florida, and I just started building a whole team around it, building a brand, and one thing led to another, and we started scaling it to bring this to the masses.
Why is it so important, talking about building a brand? And I know a little bit about that, but if you could tell me a little bit, why is that important with IV therapy? I went to Las Vegas and I see people with these IV therapy bags for hangovers, and I don't even know what's in there.
Right. So a brand, especially with IV therapy, is very important. And, this is one thing that I say to everyone. When you accomplish building a reputable brand in IV therapy, you've done something very well, because, it's not like you have a brand of a soft drink where someone's just going to buy it and drink it. You've created a brand where now people believe in it, where they're going to come in and inject something directly into the bloodstream. So you do have to create a positive brand in IV therapy so people feel comfortable, they feel safe, and they feel like that there is, and they know that there is some kind of medical backing.
I think that's also very important, because I know, being in this world, there's a lot of compounding pharmacies and a lot of supplement companies that don't necessarily do the right thing. If you could just share with us, how do you what goes into making your vitamins and supplements, and how does a consumer know that what they're doing is going to be safe?
Yeah. So as we started growing in the IV therapy market, one of the things that we told ourselves, we said, how do we protect this industry and make sure that people are not underdosing or overdosing patients or mixing things incorrectly? And what we ended up doing is we teamed up with a 503B manufacturing pharmacy, which is regulated at the FDA level. In the pharmacy world, there's two kinds of different pharmacies. There's a 503A, which is regulated by the state, and then there's a 503B, which is regulated by the FDA. Everything's third-party tested by FDA-registered testing facility. So the quality is by far at the highest standards. So what we've done is we've actually created an IV infusion kit, which looks like this. And the IV infusion kit basically has everything pre-measured, pre-dosed, and ready to go. So for practitioners that want to implement IV therapy into the practice, we created a simplified version to be able to start offering this to your patients. All of our products are preservative-free. They're all derived from natural sources. Our vitamin C, for example, comes from the cassava root. It's the most potent vitamin C to deliver intravenously. All of the tools that are inside of our kits are to the highest quality. Micron filters, God forbid something happens in the mixing process, it filters out any bacteria. It's quality product.
What's really cool also about Liquivida and just being on the healthcare side is a lot of times, like, practitioners don't know what the purpose of the vitamins are. And what Sam's done is he's made that really easy. So he's branded each different vitamin kit based on what it is you're looking to achieve, whether it's something for youthfulness, but I'll let you talk more into that. But I thought that was really cool, and that's something that I thought also separated you.
Yeah, absolutely. So based on the years in the industry offering IV nutrients therapy, what we've done based on data, we've been able to figure out why the majority of people are coming in. Are they feeling fatigue? Are they looking to enhance some of their looks aesthetically, hair, skin, and nails? Are they very active individuals that are going to the gym, working out? They might be triathletes. So we've developed through our medical team different formulations to target those different personas. So we have our performance hydration, which has all the different amino acids, the building blocks of the body to help recovery, help endurance for those active lifestyle people. We have our Fountain of Youth IV drip. That one has all the different vitamins and minerals that help target hair, skin, and nails, also help cells in your body. Our Natural Defense has the high dose vitamin C. If you're feeling like you have a little cold or flu coming on, it'll pretty much just knock it right out of you. And then our Signature IV drip, which basically has all of them all in one, is our Liquid Lift. It's actually our most popular IV. It's like the Mac Daddy IV drip, if you will. So it's just, you truly feel a difference. And that's ultimately our goal.
Do people need to take these things more than once? Like, do they get on a subscription model, or do you find like vitamins they take every day?
Yeah, so it depends lifestyle. So, once we're kind of getting a better bird's eye view of the patient's health, at that point we can set them up on a regimen. Most like executives will come in once or twice a month to do their IV drip. That's usually sufficient. Now, if it's someone with a very active lifestyle, like we have a lot of professional athletes that come in, they're training 2-3 times a day. So some of those type of patients, they'll come in, once or twice a week.
Last weekend I met a professional athlete. He's a professional race car driver. And I was telling him about some of the things that we do and some of the health hacks we have. And one of his questions is, if I take this, am I going to test positive for anything?
So, no, actually, we've worked very closely with WASADA and WADA with a lot of our professional athletes. And all of the nutrients that go into our IV drips are all cleared by WADA and WASADA. The one thing that some of the organizations don't allow is the overload in hydration because it can potentially mask other type of doping agents that they take. So with those individuals, what we have to do is we do a smaller amount of fluids. Same nutrients, just a smaller amount of fluids.
What's been your biggest challenge? I know, like, it's not easy what you're doing. It's never easy building a brand. It's never easy when you're going up against big pharma and showing them what you're doing. But what's been your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge in our industry of IV nutrients therapy, especially from when I started, is educating people on the benefits of IV vitamin therapy. You go back 10 years ago and you tell someone you're going to inject vitamins into their vein, they kind of freak out. We've done a really good job, not just myself, but even our competitors in the industry. We worked very closely together to accomplish this. Now you're actually seeing clinical studies coming out in IV vitamin therapy showing the benefits of high-dose vitamin C for patients undergoing cancer treatments like radiation and chemotherapy, how vitamin C will help reduce the oxidative stress in the patients, in their cells. So, you know, that's a challenge that was probably one of the most difficult, and we're getting close to overcoming that.
I have a quick one, Mark, and that is, can I just take this at home? Do I need to go to a doctor? Or can you ship that kit to me and I'll stick it in myself or something and you give that a shot? I'm guessing. I hope not.
So unfortunately, we're not there yet. So the IVs do have to be they have to be administered by a medical provider. So it is done at a medical office, wellness center with medical practitioners there on site. Here in South Florida, we do offer a service, or concierge service, where we'll send a nurse or one of the medical providers to your office or your home for convenience, and we can do the administration there.
Can you help me find a place around the country?
Yeah, well, actually, currently we have over 1,000 doctors that purchase our products throughout the U.S. And that's something that we could always find one of our providers to assist.
Now you have this new concept, Liquivida Lounge. Tell me a little bit about that and why a consumer should look for the Liquivida Lounges.
So the Liquivida Lounge, we have our model. What we do is we partner up with existing wellness centers, and we put a Liquivida Lounge within their practice. So what we do is we take a good sized room and we create the look and feel of Liquivida Lounge within that practice. And our whole model is, as you relax the mind, you replenish the body. So it's all about an experience at that point.
Anything you're working on over the next 6 to 12 months? Any health hacks that our listeners need to know about?
We're always working on new things. We have a few new products that we're working on that I just can't disclose as of yet. They're all related to IV nutrition. One that I will say is our NAD treatments, which is kind of like the brain reboot. We're getting a lot of traction on that. It's just, everyone's trying to figure out how to enhance their brain power, if you will. So that's one of the new things that we're working on, and a few other IV treatments that'll be coming out soon.
Yeah, that's a big buzzword right now, NAD+. Maybe if you could just take a couple minutes and just educate us what that's all about.
So your body naturally produces NAD. So there's certain ways that we can open up your body's pathways to allow NAD to.
What is NAD?
Function. NAD is a nutrient that functions directly that helps with your neurological function.
You get it at McDonald's.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, number one on the menu.
Behind the Big Mac.
Yeah.
No, I'd never heard that term before, and I'm sure there's a lot of folks listening going, I don't know what it is that they're talking about. So can you give me a little bit? So NAD, does that mean neurological?
No, so the actual word, if I even try to say the word of what NAD stands for, it's not going to come out properly.
Okay, I understand.
So that's why they created the abbreviation NAD. But so NAD, as you start aging, just like anything else, like your hormones and everything in your body start to decline, and you're not producing it as much as you should. So when we supplement NAD into the body, then it can do what it needs to do per its function of what it has to do in your brain. So some of the benefits that you see from it is improved memory, your mental focus, clarity, all of those things start to show. And it's pretty instant, a matter of fact, right after the IV drip. The only negative part of it that I would say is it's not like your typical IV drips that last about 30 to 45 minutes to deliver. An NAD infusion is going to take you anywhere between 4 to 6 hours.
Wow.
If somebody wanted to take advantage of any of your treatments, what's the next step for them? How would they get started?
So next step would be you can go on liquivitalounge.com and see if there's any Liquivida facilities near you. And come in for a free consultation. If there isn't a Liquivida Lounge near you, you can contact us and we can see if there's any of our affiliates that purchase our Liquivida IV kits that you could near your area that we can put you in contact with. Anything
else we need to know?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, the next step would be, if you want more information, is actually make the commitment and come to a facility that offers IV vitamin therapy.
I think that's an amazing health hack. You're going to see a lot. I think this is going to be mainstream pretty soon. Like you said, 10 years ago, nobody had heard of it. You're seeing these pop up, and Liquivida is definitely the brand. They're definitely the leader. So I really appreciate it, Sam. This was great having you on, and looking forward to it.
Excellent.
Enjoy those Big Macs, Rusty.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Mark White, the website is marklwhite.com. You want to find out more about health hacks with Mark L. White. And then, Sam, your website one more time?
That's www.liquivitalounge.com.
Liquivitalounge.com. And Mark, we got a lot more shows coming up, so folks want to go to marklwhite.com to find out more, right?
That's it. Thank you so much, Rusty. It's great seeing you.
All right, we'll see you all next time right here on Health Hacks with Mark L. White.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.